The current onslaught against the Kurdish people and all the people who are there, north and northeastern Syria, has commenced the havoc in the region since the commencement of this year has been escalated. It is genocidal in intent. The killings, the targeting of services, hospital, medical personnel, the deprivation of civil liberties and rights of the people in the region are at peril again. It were the Kurdish people, it was the SDF, the YPJ, the YPG who resisted against the onslaught with Daesh, its backers, the state of Turkey, as well as the NATO complicitness with its silence that happened and has resumed in all earnest. It is our duty in the global south to pledge our solidarity and to do whatever we can to ensure that the religious extremists who surround the Turkish and Syrian government, including the United States and the European Union, France, and all other role players who have allowed this to escalate in the last few weeks, that the vision that has been there and in practical reality for the people in the region must not evaporate. Turkey, the transitional state in Syria, and its acolytes should not try to delegitimize the people's rightful claims to self-determination by unleashing a genocide and branding those who stood up for democracy, truth, and justice as terrorists. But they should seek, as they claim they would like to do, a political solution through dialogue with the Kurdish people, with sincerity, dignity, and human rights, and not war. We must express our solidarity in every possible way and stand firm with Rojava and its people for a better and more humane world. We cannot allow this madness to continue. If we do, we have gone against the very spirits of our own humanity. I therefore implore every freedom-loving person in South Africa, Africa, and the globe to stand up for truth, justice, and peace to those who saved humanity against the dark forces of Daesh, ISIS, and all its backers. We must be firm and resolute and do whatever we can. In solidarity and strength to all of those who are defending, as we speak now, how many villages are being attacked in Kobani, despite an extension of a ceasefire agreement. The civilians who have been injured, children have frozen to death. This is madness. It is building onto oppression and layered oppression to destroy a people, its identity, its culture, and the very fact that they want to live with freedom and enjoy that freedom with everybody in a Syria that sees the rights of all after decades of exploitation, dehumanization, and crimes against humanity.